Oh man, are you guys gonna love this one from the bottom of your hearts? What is better than not only gun controllers completely and totally losing, but then on the back end, bending over and having to take a bill of almost $1 million because they infringed upon the rights of not only houses of worship, citizens, individuals, and Second Amendment? Guys, this is going to be a video for the fighters, and if you want to continue fighting and pushing our rights forward, this is the cutting edge of this fight for our rights, the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. Let's freaking go. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because I guarantee you, we are never going to stop, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. All right, people, listen, $1 million. $1 million freaking dollars. Oh, God, it's expensive to be a lefty, isn't it? Make sure you follow me at Braden LOA on X. Let's dive right into the topic. This one I need you guys to send out because, again, we are now imposing penalties on liberalism on gun control. It is amazing because the one way to stop stupid is to make it real expensive. Now, what I'm about to show you is an actual a judicial decision that says the New York State Police has to pay the plaintiff's legal fees of around $820,000. Hey, everybody in New York, gun controllers, you can thank Everytown for Gun Safety, Kathy Hochul, the liberal elite. You can thank all the Democrats who brought this forward, and this is the reason why your tax dollars are being spent to abridge other people's rights, and then you're paying for it when you lose. We're going to keep on doing it. Let's get it, baby. Let me walk you through this because we're not stopping. This is why we do it. Actually, let me show you the post from FPC. A New York federal judge has ordered the state to pay $837,000 in attorney's fees to the plaintiffs who successfully challenged its places of worship carry ban. The state argued that it should only have to pay $134,000. Nope, all of it. You keep infringing, you keep on paying. Eventually, you will learn the lesson. This is the whole point, guys. We are going on the offense. We are not only defending it in court, defeating it in court, we're also going to make them pay for it in court. This is the way we win. This is all about places of worship. You can't carry in a place of worship to defend yourself and your flock or your constituency or your oh my gosh, what's the right word? I can't remember the word I'm looking for. But your members of your church or your organization, you can't defend them because the state says you can't? Yeah, enjoy that $830,000 legal fee. Let's keep on going. Again, guys, we're just going to be antagonistic because these people are tyrants. All right, here we go. Decision in order. As you can see, the date is, it's not on there, but, oh, no, there it is. September 2nd, thought it was. This is in New York State. Plaintiff's motion for attorney's fees and costs is granted. Oh, God, you'd love to see it. The plaintiffs, a Christian church in Horseheads, New York, and its senior pastor, commenced this action to enjoin New York State from enforcing a restriction on possessing firearms in places of worship. It is literally none of their business whatsoever, and yet they feel the need to being the liberal elite in New York City to do whatever they want on other people's rights. Technically, it's in Albany, but you get the idea. All right. They sought to ensure the ability to protect the church and its worshipers in case of violent confrontation. I can't imagine where they'd get the idea they need to do that, as well as guard against the kind of violence that other houses of worship across the country have suffered. And they urged this court to put an end to New York's latest attempt to trample on its citizens' First and Second Amendment rights. Guys, this is the whole point right here. And I'm going to go big for this real quick. We'll come back to it. We not only need to stand the ground and hold the line and defend ourselves and go against these lawsuits and go against these rules and then hit them in the court and make them lose, we also need to demand they pay for it. Because the only way that they're going to pay for it is if they continue to, change their behavior, is if they start to pay for it. That's it. It's going to come down to dollars. When you have to explain to your constituency that you spent $1 million having to pay lawyer fees for something that you passed that eventually got struck down, didn't make you any safer, and offended people's rights, you kind of look like an ass. That's the whole point. Pedal to the metal. Let's get back to it. Plaintiffs were represented by a legal team that included out-of-district attorneys who were among few attorneys nationwide with the required skill set to litigate this case effectively. These lawyers are specialists in First and Second Amendment litigation, as well as expert appellate practitioners. But just as importantly, they were willing to accept a complex case under stringent time limitations that dealt with controversial subject matter. Ultimately, due largely to counsel's excellent advocacy before this court in the Second Circuit, the state was permanently enjoined from enforcing the house of worship exclusion against the plaintiffs. Hey, New York, get out of here. Plaintiffs now seek to fully compensate their attorneys under the applicable fee-shifting statute. Congress enacted that provision because the private market for legal services has failed to provide many victims of civil rights violations with effective access to the judicial process. As explained below, and I'm getting to the point of reading this whole thing, the facts and circumstances of this case justify granting plaintiff's request in full. Indeed, this is the type of rare and important case with broader implications in terms of the state of law that justify the most highly specialized and highly qualified counsel. Irrespective of geography, basically, we need the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors. If you like Men in Black, you get that joke. As such, plaintiff's motion is granted in its entirety such that they may recover $817,000 in attorney's fee as well as $7,100 in cost. And here's the conclusion. This is the big payoff. This is why we do what we do. We need to continue. This was a rare and exceptional case, demanding experienced counsel at the top of the practice from wherever they can be located. A reasonable client would pay for this very result. It bears noting, too, that the judicial system encourages lawyers to take meritorious cases like this one. To ensure that proper incentives exist to achieve that, appropriate compensation is required. Perennial haircuts will discourage well-qualified counsel. Basically, we got to make sure we have the best of the best, and by allowing this to happen, you're going to get the best of the best, and everyone's going to get paid, and appropriate compensation is required for the best. That's effectively what that just says. And now the last one. This is the last image that FPC just put up. For all of the foregoing reasons, the plaintiff's motion is granted. Attorney's fees in the amount of $817,636.50, better give me those 50 cents, as well as costs in the amount of $7,166.60, are imposed against defendant Stephen G. James, acting superintendent of the New York State Police, so ordered, September 2, sit and spin, get rocked. This is the whole point, guys. As we wrap this video, we are done with the defensive posture. We've done an incredible job holding the line. The people who came before us did an amazing job holding the line. And what we've done in the Biden administration, we basically shifted from holding the line to going on offense. We are now fully in the offensive zone. We are fully in the offensive, honestly, just aggression. I'm sick of the stupid. I'm sick of the people who think that they can take our rights from people because they think it's better and they deem it necessary. It turns out they're always wrong, just like we told them they were, and now they're going to pay for it through the nose. This is almost $1 million coming out of the New York State Police because the superintendent did these things. This is the type of stuff that we need, guys. Make sure you send this one out, you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because the more that we go about these types of things and make these things well known, the more they will actually associate a cost to their infringements. I'm not saying it'll stop everybody immediately, but it does put something out there to be like, wow, that cost $1 million. That is not ideal. Maybe we should think about our tyrannical bent tendencies, but one can dream. Listen, I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday. I will see you later on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on this video, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.